Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Generation Now, a program where we get to discuss, dissect and do justice to anything that has to do with education. Now the entertainment industry seems to be attracting lots of traffic and attention from people and our society today. But then let's not forget, there is this regular and popular belief that formal education is the key to success and combating poverty. With that, the question we are asking today is, what is the place of formal education in the entertainment industry? I have a wonderful guest here with me today, okay? Someone who is well-rounded in that industry, who will be doing justice to today's topic. I am Duruchinia Lillian, your host. Generation will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys, and just like I promised, I have a wonderful guest, okay, someone you will be so happy to meet on today's show to do justice to today's topic. Here he is, Mr. Samuel Elendo.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. And just so you know, Mr. Samuel Elendo is a fashion designer, okay, a photo shoot director. I don't know what that means, but it seems like something very big. And what else do you do?
I'm a fashion designer. I'm a photo shoot director. I style people for events. And what else? I do events.
Everything events.
Yes, everything events.
So that means you're fully into the entertainment industry?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'd like to ask you, what's your perception of the Nigerian entertainment industry?
It's like one of the biggest industry now. It's growing by the day. Everybody wants to do music. Everybody wants to do movies. You know, everybody just don't want to depend on the banking job. You know, like the normal 8 to 5 job. You know, people just want to do something, bring out their creative part, and make it work.
Okay. Now, I'm going to veer into another angle. How do you explain education? What do you understand by the term education? Be it formal, informal.
Education. I think education to me is what I think everybody should get, because with education you would go places, and so I think everybody should just have education, just be educated. Okay. That's what I understand, you know, education, learning, trying to learn more, you know, that's my own.
So what is the connection, the link between a formal education and entertainment?
Like I would always tell people, everybody needs education, no matter what you do. Whether you sell granules on the street of Lagos, on the street of Owerri, anywhere in Nigeria, I think you need education. Because if you have education, there's just going to be something different about you and the person that is not educated at all.
Yeah.
You understand? Because there's actually a situation that happened sometime. I'm not going to call the person's name,
okay,
but the person actually signed a contract that was not what he was expecting, but because he wasn't educated, you understand, and he was not willing to even tell his lawyer that, okay, this is it, you understand, and he signed a contract that they took like some of his millions away.
Okay.
Because he couldn't read, and he didn't want to just come out and let everybody know. You know how it is in Nigeria. Once you tell this person, I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to read, it goes everywhere, the social media thing, and so some of his money actually went off, and
I can imagine.
They didn't want to make it so controversial, but because I was with a close friend at that period when he was shouting like, okay, you don't have to do this and that, that's how I get to know about it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've just let the whole thing go.
Sincerely speaking, I've had cases where I had to sign a non-disclosure form for something. The truth is, even with a degree certificate in English language, some of the terms used there, I couldn't understand. I had to call someone to explain some of those things to me before I could sign. Yeah. So I could imagine someone who didn't go through the 4 walls of school getting to sign something like that. Okay, now there is we've had cases of school dropouts from at the primary, secondary, or even tertiary level who get to veer at some point in their life, veer into the entertainment industry, and they've become successful. Okay, so the question we want to ask: what is the place of formal education in the entertainment industry if they were able to make it even as dropouts? So the question we're asking: what's the place of formal education in the entertainment industry?
Formal education in the entertainment industry is very, very important. Trust me. The place of formal education in the industry is, once you have a formal education, there's just this thing about you that are different from every other person. That is not educated. I know so many musicians that are educated. I know the ones that have masters. When they do their thing, I'm not going to call names because I'm trying to be very careful because of what I do.
Yeah.
I make clothes for most of them.
Yes.
So, but we all know that the ones that are very educated, the ones that, pass through the walls of the university, some have their masters, the way they do their things are just different from those ones that are not educated. You would not see somebody like Neto C that is well educated come to a club and fight. You will not see Neto C say things that are horrible on social media. Trust me. But then those ones that are not very educated, we know in Nigeria, we all know them. They go to club, they pop champagne, pour it on people.
I also have instances of those who mistake man for men.
Exactly. So that's part of the whole thing. They can't grant interviews without making mistakes. You understand? Before they grant interviews, they have to write out the questions, write out the answers for them, what they want them to say. Which, of course, there are some things you would want to say, but because you're not educated, the scripts, everything you're coming to say is scripted already. So you just can't say it because you don't even know what to say. You understand? You don't know what you're saying. It is a script they give to you, and then most of them end up not doing interviews they're supposed to do. They don't go for red carpet events. When they go for red carpet events, they come in late.
Just so they could avoid.
So they could avoid the media interviews and all of that. You understand? But I mean, if you're educated, you can come out, do your thing. I'm here doing an interview with you because I am educated. I am well learned. You understand? I mean, like I tell people, you mustn't go to a university to be learned.
Yeah.
I know 1,000,001 people that are not. They don't have a degree, but then the way they talk, interact with people, and because they are willing to learn, they get to read books. You get it. Maybe the finances wasn't there when they wanted to go to school. They end up going to do something else, and then when you already have the fame, it's difficult for you to go back to a Nigerian university.
So they choose to go abroad.
Yes, they either go abroad or they just forget the whole school thing and do online programs, which at the end of the day, some of them don't even graduate. So you see the problem. But when you're educated, there's so many things you can do. You understand? There's so many things you would even do and get away with it because you come out, talk, people listen to you. The kind of songs you would make as someone who is educated will be very different from someone who is not educated, because those ones that are educated, they tend to pass a message across to the learned ones, to every other Nigerians. But the ones that are not educated at times, they just think nonsense. You don't even understand what they say.
What the message
you
is.
Understand? Same as every other person in the entertainment industry. The movie thing, if you don't have a good accent, you can never get a good role. You understand? If you're not well educated, you can't get a good role in movies. They end up making you a tug, a cleaner, because I mean, you don't have this thing. You cannot give it out.
You can't give what you don't have.
Exactly. So that's the problem.
Okay. Now over time there has been this ideology of it's not about what you studied, which has led to the question, whose certificate helped?
Exactly.
Okay. So what we're trying to find out now is, or what people have come to embrace, is this mindset of it's not your certificate but your talentificate.
Yes.
Now there's no such word, so I'm making this up. Okay, so how true is that it's more of your talent that sells you other than the certificate?
Yes.
I'm actually an
example. I read mass communication in the university and I'm a fashion designer, so it's everywhere. You understand? 1,000,001 of them, you see engineers end up working in a bank. You see doctors that would, like, I really would love to be a doctor, but I can't go through the stress of
being a doctor.
Yes, being a doctor. So I just think my talent is arts, and then I decided to do arts. So 1,000,001 people are just going to school these days just to have to acquire knowledge. You understand? Most of us end up not working with our certificates. The 1,000,001 Nigerians, I can assure you that 90% of Nigerians don't even work with, with what they studied in school. You understand? You see someone that read geology and is a banker, it doesn't connect in any way. But because we're in a country where they practically don't care about us, you understand? Whatever you do is your business. You grow up having these dreams of becoming a doctor, you write JAMB and do all of that, and then they deny you of your admission. You're supposed to get because you don't have money to pay for it. And then at the end of the day, you just become somebody you really wouldn't have wanted to be. You understand? So the certificate thing everybody's talking about is not helping anybody. The only help is giving us is, you come out and say, I'm a graduate, this is my certificate, but then we graduates end up doing something else at the end of the day.
All right. Okay, well, guys, we'll be taking a very short break, and when we return, the discussion on the place of formal education in the entertainment industry continues with Mr. Samuel Elendo. Welcome back, guys. It's the Generation Now, and we're talking about the place of formal education in the entertainment industry. And I still have with me Mr. Samuel Elendo. Okay, let's continue. Now, I'm going to make reference to some things that happened earlier this year and recently. Now, earlier this year, Efe got the sum of 25 million as the winner of the Big Brother Naija reality show. And a best graduating student, a lady actually, was gifted with a sum of 10,000 naira only as the best graduating student. And recently, a certain lady by the name Jen Mena, who happens to be a twerk queen, won the sum of 2 million naira in a twerking competition. Now, with all of this, look at the difference. 25 million for being a winner in the Big Brother Naija reality show. 2 million for just twerking, and then 10,000 naira only as being the best graduating student, not of a department but of the whole school. Isn't this an obvious pointer to the fact that education, the educational sector is now relegated to the background? No one is paying attention to it.
Yes, it is actually, but the thing is, like I said earlier, our governments really don't care about education anymore. And when they are owing teachers, they owe practically everybody, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. I can imagine I'm a best graduating student from a university, medicine and surgery, and you give me 10,000 naira.
Hi.
What is 10,000 naira?
What is 10,000 naira?
10,000 is not even up to the quarter of the textbooks I used in my final year, let alone counting from year one. You understand? So I don't have a problem with them doing whatever they want to do in their with the whole Big Brother thing, and you giving 2 million to someone for being a good dancer. It's not my problem. But I think most of these people that are doing all this too should try and support education. You understand? When I was growing up, I won Bavita Brain Match. You understand? My school was a runner-up. I know what I got then. You understand? The winners actually got a school bus. Wow. You understand? And we got musical equipment and other things. So what is happening now? All those people don't even sponsor anymore. There's no Johnson Wax competition again. Bavita Brain Match gone for good, and a whole lot of others. You understand? Because they don't get to encourage them from primary and secondary education. Nobody cares anymore, and it's not nice.
Okay, now with all these huge supports, isn't it obvious that this funding and attention given to the entertainment industry is the reason why youngsters seem to be dropping out of school?
Of course, everybody wants to do entertainment and get money out of it. There's so much in entertainment. You're a video vixen, you're making like 100, 150 per video. Yes, everything you are in the industry, you would make money. You're a publicist, you're a PR for an artist, a movie maker, and all that. You make money. So practically everybody is living what we are supposed to do in the education sector and then bringing it into the entertainment world. So entertainment is here to stay, but I just think anybody that wants to make it in the entertainment industry should try and get a formal education.
Okay, now with this mindset, you know, or viewing the entertainment industry as the new white-collar job, okay, and also being the reason for dropping out of school, isn't this troubling?
It is. Of course it is.
What could be done?
It is. It is still our government that will look for a way out. You understand? Like, I would never employ someone that is not educated to run my business for me. I will not do that. I will not.
Wow.
Yes. I will not do that for any reason.
Okay, is
Yes,
it
if
so?
you're not educated, you can clean my office and that's
To
all.
what extent of what level of education are we talking about now?
If you have to be my manager, you have to be a graduate. Then if you're working in my office as one of my tailors, you should be able to speak good English. Because when I'm not around and somebody comes to the office, you should be able to attend to the person when I'm not around. If my manager is not on set, you should be able to come out and talk. You understand? So that's my own.
So, what is your advice to the youngsters? Who seem to think-
Youngsters, please try and go to school. It's very, very important. I'm sure you want to be like me and you want to be like Casey, you want to be like all the people you see all the time. But trust me, if you did not go to school, you will not get to this level. Like I would always tell people, try and go to school. School will not give you millions, but go to school because it is very important.
But before we get to close this, if school won't give me millions, why then should I go to school?
You should go
See
to
that
school.
getting million is the motivating factor.
You would make more millions when you go to school. Check the industry. Check all the leading people in the industry. They are all educated, and those ones that are not educated, it's not like they don't have millions. They have, but there's no way you're comparing them to
So
those
who's
ones
learning?
that are well educated and know what they want.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, you've heard Mr. Samuel Elendo. Okay, get educated, no matter how boring or tiring it may seem. Believe you me, it is important. Get that degree. We all want to count in millions. We all want to count in billions. But get that degree. And we've come to the end of today's episode on Generation Now. And for more educating as well as interesting videos, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, you see there where you have subscribed. I want you to click it. All right, it wouldn't cost you a dime. Follow the conversation with the hashtag Generation Now. And please do like all our social media pages. Like, follow us on all of them. All right. And for much more inquiries, you could holler at me at duru.chine@alowere.com. Follow me and also like all of my social media pages at Duruchine Lillian. Till we get to meet you next time on Generation Now, please do take care. Thank you. Bye.